Welcome to A Gallen of Questions. My name is Pat Gallen. Thank you for joining us. Last week, I got a chance to sit down with Charlie Manuel and his wife, Missy, as he continues his road to recovery following a stroke. So great to catch up with Charlie and Missy. But while I was also down in Florida, I talked to some very important people on the 2024 Phillies roster. I sat down with a bunch of guys that are going to play a key role this year. Second baseman Bryson Stott, shortstop Trea Turner, reliever with a crazy arm Orion Kerkering, and one of the newest Phillies off the bench, Whit Merrifield. First up, we talk with second baseman Bryson Stott.
See you, my friend. So how long is too long with spring training? Are you done now?
No, not yet. Maybe a day or two, but yeah, I always tell everyone it's weird. You're so excited to get back into the swing of things and see all the guys that you haven't seen for 3 months, and then play 2.5 weeks of games, and you want the season to start. So yeah, it's been fun though. So
I'm guessing you're looking forward to the regular season right around the corner. How long did it take you to get over what happened last year? I mean, did you let that marinate a little bit, or is it sort of like brush that aside?
I mean, you want to brush it to the side, right? But I don't know if we'll ever kind of get over that feeling of needing one more game 3 times. And yeah, I don't think that feeling is ever going to go away. But the best you can do is go out and get back there and make sure that doesn't ever happen again. And yeah, I don't think anyone's over it.
Right.
But I think there's different stages of being over it.
Sure.
You got to be over it enough to go out and play again and try to get back there. But yeah, I don't think it's ever going to be, at least for me, I don't think it's ever going to be something that's completely out of my mind or over. So
Do those things linger? Is that a worry, or is it past the past?
Yeah, that's kind of point I'm getting at is you're over it enough to where you're like, okay, it's done with, but yeah, it shouldn't have happened. And
It's all you're talking about it in the clubhouse.
Obviously you got to move on and play this year and the years coming. But it's just one of those things that you're like, it still happened, and you can't believe it happened. And I don't think anyone in the clubhouse could believe it happened, but it happened. And you move on, like I said, enough to keep playing and get back there. But obviously you never are really going to be over that feeling. So
How do you look at this regular season? I mean, I know 162, you got to take it a game at a time, but does it feel like a World Series or bust situation?
I mean, I feel like that's always your thought going in is I mean, this team's built for those playoffs and those runs. And maybe even compared to last year, Ranger's healthy. The guys aren't in the WBC, and everyone's here together, and Bryce is healthy to start the year. And I think we're definitely in a better spot, healthier spot. And obviously you have those skids throughout the year where you're not playing very well. And
Sure.
We haven't started good the past couple of years, and that's the big thing is we want to start fast. And it feels like last year we started 0-4, 0-5, and we look up and we're 10 games back, and it's something you don't want to do. And try to get off on the right foot this time.
So you got regular season goals with the team in mind. How about individually speaking? Where do you want to see some growth?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to stay on the field. The best thing you could do is play and play as many games as you can. So that's always a big goal of mine. And not really one to sit down and be like, I want to hit 350. I want to hit 40 homers.
Yes.
I've always been taught that if the team's succeeding, you have to be succeeding, or the team's not succeeding. So I think if we're playing good as a team, everyone's stats are going to be where they want. And
Sure.
The ultimate stat is wins and losses. And you could go 0 for 4, but you could make a diving play to save the game, and that doesn't show up on a box score, and they have a win. So that's what shows up, and I think that's a lot of the mindset of the guys in there. So
How reassuring is it that you have pretty much the whole team back, same lineup, top 3, actually basically same rotation too?
Yeah, it's good. And I've come to big league camp 4 years now, and you don't see that. Even when I was on the minor league side coming over, it was like, oh, there's a new guy there, new guy there, new guy there. But here you look around and it's same guy, same guy, same guy. Oh, there's a new guy, same guy, same guy. So, I mean, the chemistry is at an all-time high. And I mean, you go through 162 games with guys, and you see who each other really is.
Sure.
When times get tough, when times are good, and I think everyone's kind of on that even keel kind of mindset, and I think that's what makes our clubhouse awesome and our team good. So,
how's dad life?
It's
Newborn
good.
at home?
Yeah.
Get any sleep? What's going on?
Yeah, she's been, knock on wood, she's been good.
That's good.
Her naps aren't very good, but
How old now?
She's 4 months.
4 months, okay.
Almost 4.5. But we're like, your naps should stink all you want if you sleep through the night. So, yeah, she's getting fun now. She's getting to the age where she just wants to look around. And stuff, but she's awesome. It's unbelievable.
I have a 7-month-old, and same way. Naps, not great.
Yeah.
Sleeping 11 hours at night.
Yeah.
Good to go, man.
Yeah, all
it's
you
perfect.
want. Yeah. Don't even take a nap if you don't want to.
It's perfect. Bryson, thanks so much, my
Yes, of
friend.
course.
Good luck this year.
Thank you.
Welcome back to A Gallon of Questions. My name is Pat Gallen. We head back to Clearwater, Florida with the Phillies, and I sit down with Trea Turner.
So, Trea, first year in Philly, when you look back, how do you think it went? What do you think of the city? What do you think of the fan base, all that?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I know the first half was a little rough for me personally, but definitely a learning experience. But the fans were great. A lot of fun playing in the city. I love living there. Got a good little spot and family settled in. So it took a little bit of adjusting, but towards the end of the season, obviously start playing better and feel good and excited for this year. Want to win that World Series.
What's your family think of it? Because I know your wife has ties to the area, right?
Yeah, no, we love it. It's like a little town we live in. It feels good, just outside the city. So it's perfect. I think it's a little different from where we grew up and how we grew up, but we like it and getting the house settled and everything. And we're going to be there for a while. So this year is going to be more fun because I think we're excited to get up to the house.
Sure.
And everything's kind of done. You don't have to worry about all the moving parts. So we're excited.
I was just talking to Bryson Stott about last year, and obviously don't want to rehash the things that happened, but does something like that, I mean, you can't allow it to linger, but is it still in the back of your mind, the way that went down?
Yeah, I mean, I think baseball's a hard game. Everyone expects the better team to win, but, if that was the case, we'd crown the trophy now,
Sure.
And then whoever had the best offseason, we give them the World Series trophy right now, and that's not how it works. So, do I think we could have, should have, won and this and that? For sure. I think we had a really good team and could argue we had the best team, but that's not how the game works. I mean, you got to win, you got to execute, and I tip my cap to the Diamondbacks. They played well, but yeah, I think we're not over it. We want to have another opportunity this year to finish it off.
Was there a mourning period? Like, did it take you some time to kind of get past that?
For me, it's just anytime somebody brings it up,
sorry about that.
Yeah, couldn't watch World Series or when I do interviews about it. It kind of hurts a little bit, but like I said, that's baseball. We play so many games, and it's we put so much into it, and to kind of fall short, of your goal is always tough, no matter how it looks or how it happens.
Been around a while. Have you ever been on a team that is basically the same from one year to the next?
Yeah, I've been talking about that a little bit this spring. I don't think I've ever been on a team that's had this many guys returning. I think we have our literal same
everyone,
team. Yeah. So, I mean, I've been on really good teams where the core is back and, maybe 60% of the team's back, but it feels like 100% of the team's back. And I think that's a good thing. That's what you want. You want that chemistry and those same faces in the clubhouse. And I think we've got a great group, but not only just baseball players, but great people. So I'm excited for this year.
You have goals, obviously, it's to win a World Series, but going through 162 games, kind of difficult to look that far out. But do you feel like, knowing that everyone's back, that is sort of the vibe, the goal is like World Series or bust?
Yeah, I think we think that, but at the same time, I think we got a group that really understands that if you want to get to that goal, you got to focus on today.
Sure.
We work really hard. We're out here every day trying to get better individually, whether it's something we're good at or something we're not good at. I think we're all trying to work on those things now, knowing that opening day is coming fast, and that's when it starts. And if you don't play well, from day one and those first 162, then you don't even get a chance to accomplish that goal. So I think we understand both. We definitely have our sights set on that, but it starts now.
You mentioned your slow start. Is there something you pinpointed? Is it just as simple as feeling more comfortable in your surroundings, or is there something maybe deeper than that when you look back?
It was definitely bad habits that I had, and then just getting comfortable at the same time. I think I was doing some things in LA physically, hitting wise, that kind of just kept translating to this year, and I was kind of getting away with them in 2022, and then last year I just didn't get away with them, and fix those things towards the end of the year. And the fans obviously helped me kind of relax and settle in, and they kind of clicked at the same time, and kind of took off from there. So just looking forward to being myself and trying to be that consistent player that I had been for prior 4 or 5 years, and get back to that.
Trea, thank you so much. Good luck this year. Appreciate it.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This is A Gallon of Questions. My name is Pat Gallen. Let's go back down to Florida with the Phillies. I talked to one of the guys who's going to play a key role out of the bullpen, got that crazy fastball slider combination, Orion Kerkering.
Orion, good to catch up with you, my friend. When you look back to last season, I'm sure it was a bit of a whirlwind for you, but what do you take from last year and apply to this season?
Just kind of being able to trust, I got there for a reason, and just be able. I always keep saying roll with it, kind of, and just don't overthink it, and just keep trusting that same process, and just keep moving on to this year.
Was any of it? You seem pretty even-keeled, calm. Was any of it a bit overwhelming when you look back?
I don't think so. I think it was just kind of I took away a lot, and I think that was just a good learning experience for sure.
What's the vibe like in there, knowing how close you came and trying to get back to that place?
Just everyone's super hungry to get there actually and finish the job this year, and just be able to go from the get-go instead of that slow start that I know some guys have said we've had in a while, but just be able to just jump from game one ready to go to all the way till probably the game 180, whatever it might be.
Okay, so 2024 season, you know what the bank is like when it's rocking, season's about to start. What are the vibes like internally for you? How amped up are you for this to start?
Oh, I'm super ready to go. Just kind of ready for season 2 almost, basically, or a full first rookie year, kind of see how it goes and just have as much fun as I can with it.
You're not quite a veteran who's been around a long time. Does this kind of drag on a little bit? Is spring a little bit too long for some guys?
I think it can be sometimes, but I think it's just spring. People are just getting antsy, ready to go for season already. Most of us have been here since early January. We've kind of been around the complex. It almost feels too long at that feeling. Yeah. So it's just kind of all right, let's get the season started almost. So
I got a couple of random questions you interested in answering.
Sure, yeah.
All right, let's pull a few out here out of the gallon that I've decorated so beautifully. You want to pull one out and see what we got?
Let's see. Soup or salad? I'm more a soup because I feel you can have a better area to pick from between French onion.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else.
Is that your number one? Is a French onion?
I think French onion is anywhere. Tomato soup, you can
little bisque. Yeah,
little bisque thing.
Go all over the place. Best sport outside of baseball?
Probably football. Probably football the most.
Yeah. Did you grow up playing it?
No, I never did. I tried to. And I played for 1 season. I was I'm good.
Then you're well, I can throw fast. Why don't I do that? Coke or Sprite? Are you a soda guy?
Bulls. If I had to choose between those two, probably Sprite.
Sprite?
Yeah.
See, grab a few more here. Coffee or tea?
If I had to choose, I'm not a big coffee or tea person, but I'd probably pick coffee.
Really?
Yeah. It's never got the caffeine. I don't know why.
No, that's good for you. You just have that natural ability to get yourself up and ready. Favorite place to go in Philly so far? Have you gotten a chance to explore?
I wouldn't say a whole lot, but there's a couple of good Italian places Giuseppe and Sons.
Yeah, all right.
I think that's really it. I think Del Sandro's, the cheesesteak place.
Yeah.
A couple places.
You'll make a lot of people happy by saying that name. Stark bench cut pretzel cheesesteak. Hoagie. Have you had?
I had a hoagie.
Yeah.
I think I have to cut the pretzel, bench the hoagie, and insert the cheesesteak.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Let's see a few more here. There's a bunch in the X. All right. What's the story of your number? Is there one?
So I think 50, they just gave it to me.
Yeah.
So, but overall, through my kids when I was growing up as a kid, I always had a 4 in my number. So Little League, I was 14.
Okay.
High school, I was 24.
I like that.
College, I was 34. Then travel ball was 44 during when I was up in the Cape. So it's kind of that extra kind of momentum is that 4.
You're going to stick with 50 because it works?
I think so, yeah.
Ryan, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Great to see you.
You too.
Welcome back. It's A Gallon of Questions. I am Pat Gallen. last but certainly not least, a guy that will play a key role off the bench. He's been an all-star in this league. He's a pretty good player, and he is going to really help the Phillies in a number of ways. Could be in the infield, could be in the outfield. It's Whit Merrifield.
Whit, I was going to say welcome to Philly. We're not in Philly. We're still in Clearwater, but it will be a welcome to Philly. What do you know about the city and the fan base that you've learned maybe from teammates?
Fan base is passionate. Do know that from having friends from Philly, watching games in Philly. Went to an Eagles game, I think it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And playing as a visiting team. I mean, the passion's there. And played a year and 3/4 of A-ball in Wilmington, Delaware, and would go up to Philly on weekends or day games.
Sure.
And got to experience a little bit of Philly there, and love it. Me, an East Coast guy. Philly's an East Coast town and blue-collar city. And
I'm not saying Phillies fans are crazy. Eagles, that's like a step up. How crazy was that experience?
Yeah, football's crazy. I'm an SEC guy.
Yeah.
Grew up in South and went to South Carolina, and it's the passion is it's there.
Before you came here, was there anyone that you spoke to specifically on the team that kind of give you the ins and outs of the organization?
Bryce called me.
Yeah.
Bryce called me when before I ever heard from Dave or anybody or Rob or anybody. Bryce called me and told me that they wanted me and kind of gave me the ins and outs of the team and the clubhouse was like.
There are some really talented guys in that clubhouse, some guys you know, maybe some guys you didn't know. Anything stand out to you about some of the players coming in here and seeing them, up close and personal, maybe for the first time in your career in this way?
Well, Bulmer's bigger than I thought he was, and Stubby's smaller than I thought he was. That's the first impressions I got. But outside of that, I mean, guys, it's impressive that the work ethic that's in that group, guys that have made a bunch of money, done a bunch of great things, but still push every day to try to get better in little ways to improve their game and ultimately get us to where we want to get to. So that's the biggest thing that stood out.
Do you sense, because you weren't here last year, but do you sense that last year and the way it ended here has lingered? Is anyone still talking about that or feeling a certain way about how it ended?
You don't hear much talk about it now. Yeah, it is what it is, and I think guys have learned from it and are ready to focus on this year. But no, I mean, no reason to dwell on it.
Whit, I got a couple of questions here. I do a segment called, my last name's Gallen, so I do a Gallen of Questions. So in this can, a bunch of ridiculous random questions. Would you like to take part?
Sure. Favorite sports movie? Probably Remember the Titans.
That's great. Great choice. My son's 4. He knows every word to The Sandlot. Are you a Sandlot guy?
I like the Sandlot.
Yeah, Sandlot's not bad, right? What's the story of your numbers? Is there a story?
Well, 15 is retired. 5 Stott has, and it was either 9, which I had to steal from Bobby Dickerson, or like 57. So
When you say steal, did you have to like go to him and say, can I take this, or did they give it to you?
no, they said he's a coach, you're a player, you can have it if you want it.
Sure.
And so I'm gonna throughout the course of the year I'll be getting him different things to show
like
my
that.
appreciation.
I like that. Would you rather be GM, manager, hitting coach?
So jeez. Is there none of the above?
None of the above?
Probably manager. Manager. Yeah.
Be like the CEO a bit. Let's see here. Would you rather have to catch 9 innings or pitch 9 innings?
Pitch. Whoever signs up to catch.
That's crazy, right?
Had some brain
and
damage
JT
early on.
does it like 10,000 innings a year.
He's a wrestler. He's a wrestler. He's got some brain damage.
Tell him you said that. Start, bench, cut. Have you had each of these? Pretzel, cheesesteak, hoagie? You guys call it a sub down there? Is it a sub or is it a
Sub, hoagie.
sub? Yeah, okay.
Start cheesesteak, bench hoagie, cut, pretzel.
Yeah. Seems to be the appropriate response. Name one teammate who makes you laugh the hardest. Who's ridiculous? Who keeps it light?
Probably Stubby.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Especially after you told him he was short. You're stuck on an island with one teammate. Who would you want it to be?
Well, from what I know about the guys, probably Bowler.
Yeah, why's that?
He seems to have a good grasp of the world and the surroundings, and I feel like he would know how to survive.
I like that. All right, last one. You've been to Philly. We're not back there yet, but favorite place to go in Philly from your time in Wilmington? Do you remember a spot or?
We went to a great bar to watch the national championship in basketball one year. I can't remember what it was, but we had a great time. And I don't know if it was the bar or if it was what the bar was giving us.
Serving.
So whatever it was, we had a great time. And went to an Eagles game. That was electric. The bank is awesome.
Yeah.
Pine Valley.
Pine Valley?
That's my favorite place. It's not
In the
necessarily
area.
in Philly, but it's
close
in the
enough.
area.
Yeah,
I'm a big
Delaware
golfer,
Valley.
and so I'm looking forward to getting back to Pine Valley and playing Marion.
Yeah, Marion. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Whit, thank you so much,
Yeah.
my friend. Great to
Thank
meet
you.
So great to catch up with those guys down in beautiful, sunny Clearwater, Florida. It's almost time, though, for the regular season to begin for the 2024 Philadelphia Phillies. My name is Pat Gallen. This has been a Gallon of Questions. We'll talk to you next week.